Good morning to all of you Michiganders. This is going to be the beginning of our coverage today in terms of severe weather. We have quite a few storms ongoing out there across Southwest Michigan. We just got our first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. It is for a tiny sliver of Berrien County. We do have a couple storms up here by Holland to South Haven that do also appear to be strong and perhaps severe in the future here. But the severe warning is going to be for the very southwestern part of Berrien County. It's for like the New Buffalo area. Zoom in here, 94, Grand Beach, Michiana, right along 94, 12, Three Oaks area. 60-mile-per-hour winds is going to be your hazard as this line pushes on shore here in the next couple of minutes. Further to the north, though, we see this gigantic blue box. This is a special weather statement. It is a step below severe, but if we look at our velocity, we do have an area of perhaps heightened winds here moving across the Allegan-Van Buren County line, roughly from about Allegan proper down to about Lee, South Haven, Covert, moving into Plainwell, Alamo, Almena, north of Paw Paw here. So this is going to be moving east-southeastward. So we'll see if they decide to warn that or not. Right now, there's no indication that's reaching the ground, but it's just a pocket of heightened velocity that we're seeing. So we'll see if they do anything with that. Well, anyway, gusty winds right now, your main hazard. Not currently seeing anything rotating, which is good news. So it just should be primarily a damaging wind threat with any of these storms out there at this current moment. Back over here to the severe warning. We do have a radar that is down that just went down this morning out of IWX. This is an old radar image. So we're going to have to use the Chicago radar here. So the storms that are severe warned are actually already moving onto the shore here. So New Buffalo, Springfield, Michiana Shores, Three Oaks, that general area does have the storms over them right now. They do appear to be perhaps strong to severe. I do see a couple of MEDAR stations along the lake shores here. I don't see anything gusting close. I see 26 miles an hour. I see 20 miles an hour as far as the wind gust reports coming out of these stations. We'll keep an eye on those to see if they increase here as they update. But overall, the severe warning will be in effect for 60-mile-per-hour winds. There is no hail risk with this, or should I say no severe hail risk with this storm. And this warning goes until 9:15. So we're going to have about a half hour here of continuous coverage. Now, this is round one, a little bit more of an unexpected round here. We posted late last night about this as models kind of flip-flop back and forth, and this changed pretty quickly here. So expect the same throughout the day. There is definitely more potential for severe weather later on this afternoon and evening, and perhaps overnight again. So multiple rounds today, definitely a possibility with these storms, or with today's atmosphere, should I say. And we're just getting started here today. Although these storms look like they're weakening for right now, we'll cross our fingers and hope that continues. Joel, can you still hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure I got your audio still.
Yep, I was getting gas.
Cool. All right, so keep an eye on a couple areas here. So we're just going to take a two-panel look here. We're just going to roll it just like this. Zoom out just a bit further. And go ahead and animate this for you guys. Storm's moving about east-southeast at about 40 miles per hour. Yeah, northern Indiana's radar is currently down. So we also have Ben in here who is actually out ahead of these storms, and you can see there is a shelf cloud all the way to the left of the screen there. That's going to be the leading edge of these thunderstorms. Perhaps some asperatus clouds out ahead of that as well. So that's pretty cool structure that Ben has there. Ben, to my knowledge, is going to be in Van Buren County. I'm not sure if Ben can hear us or not. I don't believe he can. But he's got awesome structure as these storms move his direction here. Let's see if I can't pinpoint his location here.
Because Pawpaw.
Okay. So he's going to be in Van Buren County, right along 94 area near Pawpaw. Oh, yeah. I probably just should look at the stream. I see that now.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome shot there from Ben. And that would be, I mean, just north of Pawpaw looks to be where the heaviest of the winds are showing up on velocity. Roughly riding the Allegan Van Buren County line near Lee, Breedsville, Pine Grove, Bangor areas. That's where it's showing. Although I don't currently see anything that these are going to be severe winds. There's no power outages coming in as of this time. So cross our fingers, hope that continues. But usually we see some type of outages rolling in, and these winds are actually mixing down to the ground. So. Again, that severe warning that got issued was going to be for southwestern Berrien County. The storms are currently over that warning area. I would say kind of moving out of it already. Or perhaps in it, about to move out. I don't see anything on the power outage map for that storm in Berrien County either, which is good news.
I would say you also have to watch the storm coming into Grand Rapids too. That's right along where the cheat code is the strongest.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. Looks like the winds are kind of picking up there as it moves into Kent and Ottawa counties as well. See if that does anything.
I might just chase back into Grand Rapids instead of going south.
Yeah, that South Haven storm is, I think, not going to say dying just yet, but it looks like it's trying to gust out.
Yeah. Still a pocket of about 50-mile-per-hour winds heading right into Bloomingdale right now. So Bloomingdale, Pine Grove, watch out there.
These are the only storms currently in the state. So if you're elsewhere besides Southwest Michigan, you are clear for right now. But there is a severe risk in South Central Michigan for the rest of today into the overnight period later on. I believe Joel is near his home base in Ionia County.
Yep.
And Ben is in Pawpaw. So the plan for this morning here is get through these storms. Hopefully they weaken out to a point we can hop off. Once that happens, if that happens, which it should, we'll go ahead and do a briefing for later today into tonight. So expect another live stream here after this one, a little bit later on this morning.
A couple cells firing now in Muskegon County as well. Holton and right over north Muskegon and Muskegon itself. Those are storms are tracking off to the southeast, east-southeast. A relatively slow clip.
Those are going to be these storms up here. Go ahead and take the radar full just for a second. These are the storms popping up. Whitehall, Holton, Muskegon, moving southeast. So perhaps some additional development there through the morning here. Although, of course, they're just popping up. So we'll see if they can continue to strengthen. We'll keep an eye on those. Want to keep it on Ben's shot here, as that is a beautiful shelf cloud and structure there.
Mm-hmm.
Winds continue to show elevated velocities between Allegan and Gobles. but I still don't see any power outages coming in. Likely elevated pocket of wind there. The radar beam at that height from Grand Rapids to Gobles is roughly 2,500 feet. So anything below that, we're not going to be able to see. That special weather statement includes southern Ottawa, southern Kent, Ionia. No, sorry, not Ionia. Berrien, Allegan, Kalamazoo, and Van Buren counties. For some reason, I thought Berrien County was Ionia County, but it's not. Yeah, weather apps are notorious for getting these types of systems wrong, and that's usually because summertime systems are very fluid. So expect a lot of changes with your apps, and I wouldn't trust them on these types of setups.
Folks who are just tuning in as well, the severe thunderstorm warning right now is not for the storm in Van Buren County. It's for the storm way down there in Berrien County, extreme southwest corner of Berrien County there. It's Michigan nonetheless, so New Buffalo Township, Grand Beach, straight over you right now. We'll keep an eye out on these storms right now. They're currently under special weather statement. Again, if you're just joining us, make sure to hit that like button as well. We are live here until this severe weather kind of dwindles for the morning, and then, like as Ryan, we'll be back. Is that an alarm?
Yeah, I had my every 5-minute alarm going off here in case I was still sleeping.
Early morning chase.
And I will say the line of storms to the south and west of us from Chicago over to the Michigan border is all labeled with severe into Indiana and northeast Illinois. So if you have friends and family who happen to live in northwest Indiana, like Valparaiso, Kankakee, LaPorte, Plymouth, perhaps all the way down toward the Shelby Wheatfield areas, they have some pretty gusty winds coming. Speaking of gusty winds, I do see a couple areas here still within Van Buren, perhaps Ottawa and Allegan and northern Van Buren County. Go ahead and circle this here. This area looks pretty gusty. I wouldn't think it's severe just because we're getting a lack of reports of damage and also power outages at this point. But if anything is going to be strong within this line, it's going to be right in that general area with gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. I would not be shocked if these become briefly severe. I'll flip it back over here to my other radar. I'm going to take a peek at the Kalamazoo camera real quick. Not much to see there. So if you're wondering, like Joel just mentioned, the severe where it's at in the state, it's this little teeny tiny sliver down here in the corner of Berrien County. It's probably about a 5-mile square population. So Grand Beach and New Buffalo are the only cities or townships listed within that warning. So it's a pretty small sliver, but these storms up here in Allegan, Van Buren, moving into Kalamazoo County as well as Berrien County, they do pose some concern for severe weather in terms of gusty winds at this current time. So regardless, we'll have to keep an eye on these through the morning as these continue to push southeast. Mary says it's windy south of Allegan. Thank you, Mary, for that. It's blowing hard in Bloomingdale. Thank you for that. Still not seeing any outages being reported, so it looks to be just sub-severe at this point, which is great news. There we go. That lightning on.
Yes, if your husband's working outside in Kalamazoo, definitely want to be inside. There's a lot of cloud to ground lightning right now as well. Very potent storm this morning, so definitely be inside if the storm's heading towards you.
Yeah, all those little plus signs you see on the screen there are your lightning strikes. So they're really concentrated right now over the Allegan Van Buren County line east of South Haven. There's also some up here towards Holland, Dorr, Wayland. So looks like the warning for Berrien has been dropped. We're going to stay on here, though, for a little bit longer. One, because we have an awesome shot here with Ben on that shelf cloud. But number two, don't want to hop off just yet with these gustier winds showing up on the Allegan Van Buren County line. So I think hopping off at this point would be kind of, I'm not going to say useless, but be kind of risky because I do think there's still some potential here for another severe storm or two this morning. So we're going to pop on here. We're going to keep an eye on things. We'll go over perhaps in a few minutes the SPC outlook. In fact, I believe one just got issued. The update, should I say? Yes, it did. So the latest day one did get issued. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that here in a second. I'll get that pulled up and ready to go. It takes a few minutes to load in the exact graphics that I would like to share. So we're going to wait for those to load in. Looks like they kept the wind and hail risk the same. Looks like they copy pasted it, for being honest. Which we could probably get away with just doing the, okay, these are all loaded. These are all loaded. Cool. I don't have to wait. All right, let's go ahead and take a peek at today's outlook per SPC. Now, again, we'll do a briefing later on, but SPC just released their latest day one here just before 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take the screen back full here and share the window. Perfect. All right, so SPC outlook for today. We do have a slight risk in effect for Southeast Michigan. That was expected. If you watched our stream last night, we called this. Had our own little area there we made on our forecast. So looks like they extended that over into Southeast Michigan. Marginal risk extends further north and west toward Grand Rapids over to Detroit and points southward. That's your dark green color. Obviously, slight risk is in yellow. We do have risks today for number one, damaging winds. It's your primary concern. Number two would be hail. Exact same areas being monitored here for wind and hail, but tornadic risk, according to the SPC, is out of the state to our west across Illinois, Wisconsin, back through Minnesota and Iowa. I do think there is potential for a brief tornado in Southeast Michigan today. It's a very tight window of time for it to happen. I don't think it's a very high threat, but it's a threat we're going to mention just in case. Now, latest models do show a few things happening here. Number one, the thing I want to communicate to you guys is the uncertainty with today's forecast. Definitely is. There's a lot of it. These models have been back and forth for the past 24 hours. So overall, I'm going to say expect storms today across South Central Michigan. Any storm has potential to become severe with damaging winds and large hail. Right now, models are showing minimal activity for much of South Central Michigan. So it may be a pretty dry afternoon, honestly, but the environment definitely there for severe weather should any storms do develop. Later tonight, we're watching out here to the west overnight after 2 a.m. We're watching that line that's supposed to develop across Wisconsin. Overall confidence in that happening again is quite low. Keep an eye on things. Very fluid forecast here. I wish I could give you guys exacts, but it's just not that kind of forecast. So communication here, damaging winds, large hail, primary concerns for any storms today within the risk area. I do think there is a low chance of a brief tornado in that slight risk zone area. It's only if storms can get going. Then after this afternoon, evening, we're going to have a little bit of a dry break here. And then overnight tonight, After 2 a.m., we're going to have likely another round coming in, potentially severe. And I also will say there is a risk across much of lower Michigan today for excessive rainfall, aka flooding. So, with that being said, expect rain for majority of us here in Michigan, and perhaps severe weather if things can trend correctly. We'll do a full briefing later on when we have more data and more time to kind of sit down and look at things. I had just woken up before hopping on here, so I didn't get a good chance, to dive really deep into things. So give us a few to hop on there and get acquainted with the forecast, and we'll go ahead and update you guys probably around, we're going to say 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning. And that's if severe weather is, not occurring.
I'm over in Ionia right now, for those who are wondering. I saw a comment about that. My dot should be on. Or do you even have your dots on? You don't even have the dots on.
No, I turned them off. I can turn them back on, though.
Should be along 96 there in South Ionia.
First dot I click on.
Nice.
I do see one lone power outage now, 50 to 200 people out. Cause not yet determined, but it's between Gobles and Bangor, right where that storm crossed over. So our first outage being reported on these storms.
Starting to get dark here. Storms to my west. The ones in Kent County.
Ronald, I have not taken a peek at that yet, but that's kind of what we do when we're doing forecasts. That comes later. We'll dive into that a lot deeper.
Severe thunderstorm warning expires for LaPorte, St. Joseph County, Indiana. But special weather statement was just issued just south of the border. 55-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, southern Berrien there, perhaps near Gallion, Three Oaks, Buchanan. Maybe some gusty winds there. Doesn't appear to be severe, though.
Ryan, did you hear my IEM bot notification there or no?
No.
Okay, cool. Caitlin, just make sure to refresh your page. Go up to the top and then just kind of like pull down. Sometimes that happens to me too, where it's like it's old, but then I refresh it and it works. So
yeah, Facebook is quite stingy for some reason with their timelines. So we can't help that. It's mainly just Facebook's algorithm.
looks like winds are gusting to 35 to 40 now, potentially in southern Kent County, Byron Center, even northern Allegan as well, Dorr, north of Wayland. And Jens, welcome to the team here at MSC. Appreciate your support of our channel. Hope you stick around.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Jen.
Have you been in here before? Thank you for becoming a member.
I recognize the name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while we have a second here, I want to give a shout out also to our new sponsor for the month of August. We have Katz Roofing and Siding. They're based out of Lansing and Battle Creek. They do roofing, siding, windows, gutters, home improvement in general. So feel free to give them a shout out, or feel free to give them a shout if you have some needs for your home. Again, South Central Michigan is their coverage area, primarily Greater Lansing and Battle Creek metro areas. Number is also on the screen, 517-485-9886. Feel free to give them some love. Oh. Dawn says, be safe today, everyone. Thank you, Dawn. Also member for 3 months here. So, Dawn, welcome back to the channel. One of our great mods here. If you guys have pictures of these storms this morning or perhaps damage reports, feel free to message the page. We'd love to get your reports in, take a peek at those. I will point out as well, bringing radar back up full here, there's a pocket of still enhanced velocity showing up near Allegan and Plainwell areas. So keep an eye on that. There's a couple outages coming in now from the Gobles area. So that'd be, where are you at? Where are you at, Gobles? I know you're around here somewhere. There you are. So it's local to this pocket here of gustier winds. So if you live near Otsego, Plainwell, Allegan, and if you have some damage reports or perhaps wind reports, feel free to send those in to us via Facebook Messenger. That'd be great. I'm actually working on turning that option on. You should be able to hit the message option directly from the stream now. So somebody can let me know if that actually worked. It should be set up in the way that we can just go ahead and you should see an option to message directly from the stream is what I'm trying to say.
I'm now heading south on M66. I'm gonna try and, I don't know. I'm kind of gonna be in between both storms here, so it is really, really dark off to my southwest right now, and the sun's out to my east, so it's quite the illusion. If you're just joining us today, it's myself, Joel, and Ryan here for Michigan Storm Chasers. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in Berrien County. It's no longer in effect, but we are going to be tracking these very strong storms across the state today. Then more action later on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yep. It's really quiet, so I don't know if everyone can hear me or not.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
I'm just working on some back end stuff to kind of see.
Gotcha.
There we go. Okay.
Another thing, for those who are following us on Facebook, we now do also have a Michigan Storm Chasers broadcast channel. You can find that pinned on the top of our Facebook page. If you scroll to the right just a tab, you're next to our Linktree link. And then, as always, we have the Storm community as well, which has about 45,000 members. So feel free to check those out if you're on Facebook today. It's one place where you can share your photos, all your storm photos. Keep it to storm photos, storm damage as always. Appreciate it. Again, if you have damage reports to send in today, any sort of measurement will do. So if it's hail, make sure to measure with like a ruler or some sort of coin. And then I guess the same thing goes for like tree branch damage as well if you have like tree limbs down. So anything helps.
Just kind of
Sorry, go ahead.
Just kind of reiterating, there's nothing currently severe in the state. These storms are on the stronger side of things. The blue boxes indicate special weather statements are in effect, which basically just means the storms are not severe. They could become severe, though, but mostly just a lot of heavy winds, 40 or so miles per hour in this case. Some small hail definitely possible as well. So we'll just kind of staying on here tracking these, especially the southern cell coming into Kalamazoo County. Has a little bit of a pocket of heavier winds there. Moving into Plainwell right now, but between Allegan and Plainwell along M40 there, that's going to be the concern for right now. Otherwise, I don't really see too much else with these storms besides heavy rain and a lot of lightning. But we didn't want to hop off here just yet because these storms do look on the borderline stronger side, perhaps severe briefly. So that's what we're staying on here. And also, we'll do a briefing later on this morning after the threat has subsided. So stay tuned for that. Popping in the messenger here. We've got some messages popping in. I believe I have a couple of super chats here to go back and talk about and shout out. I see Ashley. Not sure if we covered Ashley, but back for another month here. Thank you, Ashley, for coming back. Welcome to the channel. And also thank you for your kind words. Also, we have a super chat from Red Dozer. He says, unbelievable. In between those two worthless blobs of rain. Well, can't really help you out there, Red, but we have more chances later on tonight, so hopefully you get some rain today. And also, thank you for your $20 super chat. As always.
Got some undulatus out my window. Very wavy out here. A lot of
your
gravity.
Camera's off.
Yeah, I know. I'm not in a position yet. I'm just making an observation.
Gotcha.
There's also a super chat here from Ed and Jens. I'm not sure if you saw that.
I believe we already got that, didn't we?
It was the membership.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Ed and Jen back here with a $10 super chat. Had to redo a membership. You guys are greatly appreciated as always. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate your support. See Joni gifting a membership. Thank you, Joni. Appreciate your support and welcome to the team. The lucky person just got gifted. If we can get to, we'll say 20 gifted memberships on the stream here, we'll go ahead and get 5 of our own. Make it a challenge. If we can get a total of 20 gifted memberships from you guys, we'll go ahead and get 5 of our own. So currently, Kalamazoo, Galesburg, Portage, you have a storm incoming with a lot of rain, a lot of lightning. So definitely be inside. It's not currently looking severe, but would not be shocked for some gusty winds on that storm. Same applies up toward the Wayland, Irving, Hastings area along US 131 near Orangeville and Hopkins. Storm incoming for you guys there. A lot of rain, some lightning, a lot of lightning actually, and perhaps some gusty winds. These storms are moving east-southeast at roughly 40 miles per hour. Go ahead and animate this. So more so east than south, but it's got a little bit of a southward dive there if you look close. So Berrien County, Kalamazoo County, next up for these storms. Not currently severe, but it does remain a possibility with these storms through the morning until they completely die off. I see Pacify ASMR coming back here with 5 memberships, gifted memberships, should I say. Thank you, Pacify, for that. We're up to 6 now on the gifted memberships. And Kevin just put us over the top there with 20 gifted memberships, as well as Jazz. You guys are going off now. So, as a result, thank you guys, Kevin, Jazz, Pacify. Appreciate your support. Also, Jack with a $2 super chat. You guys are killing it. We appreciate all of you. And as a result, we're going to go ahead and gift 5 of our own memberships to you guys.
Awesome.
These guys are always awesome.
I'd say you give them like a minute to jump over to YouTube and subscribe if you haven't yet. Again, it's free to do if you haven't subscribed on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do now, we're going to give you about 2 minutes here. We'll do it we're going to say 9:27. We'll go ahead and give 5 memberships of our own. So a little bit of a heads up for you guys. And gifted memberships are basically just a way that people support us, and it goes directly to you guys at random. You get exclusive forecast, first access to videos, There's a few other perks as well, depending on the tiers that you guys decide. But get the memberships, just get the basic perks of exclusive forecasts and early access to videos. If you want to become a member, you do have options for higher tiers with perks get better the higher you go. So appreciate all of you guys. Red Dozer gifting 10 memberships. Thank you, Red. I do want to point out as well some perhaps gustier winds in the Gaines Township area near Corinth. Again, not severe, but 45 here, close to the radar. So perhaps some gustier winds reaching the ground there. We're probably a few hundred feet off the ground here in this location, so it's not very high up there. And the gusty winds down here near Plainwell at Seago look to have gusted out or have weakened. So, but I will say there is a ton of lightning with that storm riding into Berrien County right now. So it's a very loud morning out there for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and give 5 of our own memberships here. So let's go ahead and click this, click that, get this ready. So 927, I'll go ahead and do that. What do the various colors mean in the plus signs? So the colors of the plus signs basically indicate how new the lightning is. So the darker the strike, or the darker the plus sign, the older the strike is. The lighter it is, the newer the lightning strike is. Got a lot of videos coming in from you guys, so appreciate you guys sending those in to us. Thank you to everybody sending us videos. Seeing a lack of damage reports here, which is great, great news. All right, it is 9:27, so let's go ahead and gift 5 of our own memberships. Before I do, though, Ashley back here gifting memberships, so thank you, Ashley, for that. Appreciate you.
That's me, Ryan, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask. Kyle joining the channel here. So Kyle, thank you for becoming a channel member and appreciate your support. Let's go ahead and get to our gifting. Let's go ahead and gift 5. So here it comes. Loading up. And there it is. So there's your 5 gift memberships. Let's go ahead and pop out the chat here. Looks like those memberships went to Amy, Tori, and Amy, Tori. There's a no-namer on here, as well as Redhead and Neen. Welcome to the channel, guys.
Camera coming in.
All right.
Hopefully. It's going to take a minute.
Do, 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 do.
Wow.
It's a GoPro, isn't it?
No, it's my old iPhone.
We also have power outages coming in now near Otsego, right along the Berrien County, Allegan County line. So we're getting a few more outages popping in from these storms. Nothing widespread, which is okay, good news, but definitely perhaps some gusty winds, maybe some lightning strikes in there as well. I'm going to guess it's wind related though. Man, US 131 right now is a torrential downpour on the MDOT drive cams.
We'll be right in position for that storm that's heading right down the Berrien County line. I'm right on the county line right now. You can see my dot there.
Yep. Good old Joel over here. Storm's moving his way. So we'll have eyes on that here soon. Again, nothing is severe currently in the state. I want to reiterate that. We are only live tracking because these storms do have the potential to become severe. It's not a very high potential, but To hop off, you know, would kind of be reckless just because these storms do have capabilities of becoming severe over the course of the next couple of hours. So we'll give it probably until 10 o'clock or so. And if these storms still look like they're just kind of hanging out, not severe, just kind of borderlining, we'll probably hop off here because we do have briefings to do, forecast to get up on the page, et cetera, et cetera. So don't want to stay on here all morning, but we didn't want to hop off immediately just because there is some potential for severe to continue. Therese, thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate your support. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Yeah, as far as timing goes, oh, sorry guys, hold on. Yeah, so I apologize for those of you on YouTube who are not members. Last night the stream was set up. We had it set to members only chat to avoid spam. I will turn that off right now. I forgot that was set that way. So apologies to you, to the YouTube guys.
I was like, I wonder why it's so quiet in here.
Yeah, when we go live, the last thing on our minds is to go on the back end and do the back end work, but apologies. That should be changed. It should be subscribers for you guys now. So apologies. Should be good now. As far as timing goes for the rest of the day today, pop-up storms are possible through the afternoon across south central lower Michigan. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the SPC outlook for you to get an idea of what's going on here. There we go. So dark green areas and the yellow areas are your severe risk. The lighter green areas are your general thunderstorms. So across the risk area here through the afternoon, I would say pop-up storms are possible, although models right now don't really show much happening. It's a possibility with severe weather becoming more concerning the later on you get toward that 4 or 5 p.m. time frame, especially over here in eastern Michigan, watching that area a little bit closer. And then later on tonight, storms are going to form out to our west across Wisconsin, out here somewhere, and those will also push our way overnight tonight. So we're going to have potential for multiple rounds starting this afternoon, particularly for southeast Michigan this afternoon, but also later on tonight for the entire risk area from west to east. We'll have a secondary risk here. Confidence overall in any situation is low. Typical summertime system where things change very quickly. Looks like Muskegon area has a shower there still hanging out. The special weather statement has been dropped, so now we are back into all clear.
Strange, but all right.
Looks like it's expired at 9:30. We'll see if they issue anything else, but for right now, we are all clear. No special weather statements in effect. And I will say none of these storms right now look severe at this point. It's mostly just some gusty winds to 30 or 40, perhaps. New scan coming in here. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they're weakening actually quite a bit. So maybe we can hop off early. No, we said 10 o'clock as a general time frame, but these storms are weakening. Although Joel is out there in front of the storm in Berrien County, so we're going to wait until the storm comes to him to at least get eyes on it before we hop off. So
waiting for my cam to come in. Is my cam in now?
That'd be helpful. Yes, it is actually. It's frozen and grainy.
Yep.
Jabo28 gifting 10 memberships. Thank you, Jabo. Appreciate your support and welcome to the team for those of you who just got gifted.
Welcome new YouTube members. Thank you, Jabo.
Ben is in Portage. In fact, if you look on the bottom right of your screen, well, there it is. You can look at the location and the bottom right there, City of Portage, Kalamazoo County. He actually says he is on West I-94. So there you go.
I'm going to switch my camera over to my GoPro. I finally plugged it in. I was going to try and use it for video, but it's fine.
Can't tell if it's frozen or if it's...
It's on my face cam now.
Ah, there we go. Perfect.
Yep.
Cool. Let's go ahead and take a... why not?
Yeah, probably pull off the banner.
Yeah, I got you. You can roll with a 4 split.
Oh boy, there's a tractor coming for me. It's a really wide one. Hopefully I can sit where I'm at here.
So we got 2 Joel cams, one up here, one over here. We have Ben up in the top left in the Portage, Kalamazoo area. All doing is kind of tracking these storms. Not much going on out there right now. We were live for a severe warning in Berrien County, earlier, about an hour ago or so. That has since expired, and these storms remain a possibility for strong to severe weather, although right now it is not imminent at this time. If it stays this way, we're likely going to hop off here relatively soon, because we do have briefings to do for later today, as this is not the only risk of severe weather today. We have multiple rounds possible. Ryan, what's with the ducks? The ducks are iconic here at MSC. So if you're new, a few months ago, there was a flying inflatable duck in the Frankenmuth area. A couple of our members here decided to gift us via our Amazon wish list some rubber ducks. And ever since then, it has been a iconic piece with MSC, and the family of ducks behind me continues to grow as people keep sending us ducks. And yeah, so it's been a thing here. In the solar aurora world, Northern Lights, looks like there's an X flare in progress. That is the highest level of solar flare. We'll see if we can get any type of aurora chances out of that flare. It's just step 1 in the whole process, but not too often we get X flares. Getting some standing water in Parchment Kazoo. Watch for flash flooding. Thank you, Zachary. Ashley, becoming a member for a month. Thank you, Ashley, for your support. Welcome back to the team. Appreciate you. Also got Julie join the channel. Thank you, Julie, for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the team.
Thanks, both of you. Got some more wispy clouds. Probably take mine up top.
Yeah, I was actually about to do that too. So Joel is on the Eaton, Berry, and Ionia county line at this point.
3 corners.
Looks like according to your dot, you're actually in Ionia, but it's...
I mean, I'm on the right side of the road, so yes.
10 feet to his left, he'll be in Berry.
Yep. See if I can turn it a little bit. Or maybe not. Come on.
And still not seeing anything severe with these storms. So we're likely going to hop off here soon. Just want to get a view of the storm with Joel already in position. And once that storm goes over him, we'll probably hop out of here. Let's go ahead and plan for like 11 o'clock for our briefing, if that's cool with you guys. As long as nothing severe is ongoing, we'll do another briefing for later on today.
Still don't disregard that lightning threat out there, though, for sure. Especially down there in Kalamazoo County right now, where it pretty much looks like the entire county is being bombarded with those cloud-to-ground lightning strikes.
Mm-hmm.
A couple new channel members coming in here. We got Mike E. and Late As Usual. Thank you both for becoming channel members here at Michigan Storm Chasers YouTube. Welcome to the team. Hope you stick around.
Thank you, guys. What's up, Isaac?
For all those ways to get in touch with us, all our social media links, they can be found at that link tree. It's on the screen right now. linktr.ee/MIStormChasers. So that could be links to everything. So YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you name it.
Got Ashley gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Ashley. Welcome to the team. Those of you who just got gifted. Appreciate your support. Paying it forward.
Thank you, Ashley. Yes, yep. Sometimes you have to use your desktop for gifting. It's a lot easier. Plus, it's a bigger screen. You can see the clouds easier. We do recommend TV or laptop, especially when you have the radar in the 1/3 corner there. Tough to see. It's tough to see. It is so wavy in front of me right now. These gravity waves are crazy. Very turbulent atmosphere up there today. Again, the jet stream up above the 6 kilometer, 8 kilometer mark, zooming past about 100 knots. So a lot of shear. Not as much in the lower levels, but things rolling on top of each other.
We'll say the Kalamazoo cell is dying. Looks like the updraft is collapsing and DBZs are going down.
I will say I'm not seeing much in terms of a shelf. At least maybe off to my left a little bit. I'm not entirely sure.
Haven't seen much lightning there either.
No, I haven't seen much lightning out my window here yet anyway, so I think it's very very moist. There's a lot of rain or a lot of moisture content in these clouds. You can see how dark it is coming towards me. So we out here chasing the non-severe storms for you guys. Dang. We're on someone's 84-inch TV. Nice.
Hey, there we go.
Let's say if I have my face cam on, you can probably see every single red dot from the sunburn I got yesterday. New. Is that new? No, it's not new. Why am I just getting this notification for day 1 slight risk? Weird. That came out like an hour ago. Ooh. The only problem with my GoPro, Ryan, is it's the fisheye lens. So I mean, it gets the entire thing, but it doesn't show you like the detail like up close, unless you take it full screen. You can see how wavy it is up there.
Undulatus asperatus.
Those asperatus undulatus. Everyone pronounces it differently.
Yeah, Joel is over in Ionia County on the west side of Michigan. Ashley, getting membership. So thank you, Ashley. Appreciate your support. Welcome to the team. Lucky person who got gifted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those birds are flying right into it. Not going to be handicappers. It's like this little wave off to my left here is the most potent right now. Crazy.
Hey, Joel, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta check for something.
Okay. Let's pick up my cam here. I just want to make sure you guys don't get motion sickness on me. But it goes all the way left to right, all the way across the screen here. Sorry there's so many bugs in my window. I'm driving a lot, but yeah. Closed captioning called it asparagus lettuce. Great. Perfect. We love that. Yep. Good recommendation from Dawn there. If you don't have an app to keep you guys alerted for severe thunderstorm warnings, flood warnings, tornado warnings, stuff like that, all the other warnings out there, it doesn't do special alert statements, but you can download the free app Emergency. It's by the Red Cross. Just type in emergency in your app store. You should be able to find it. Not sponsored, but I want to make sure you guys have as many ways to receive warning as possible, as again, sirens are probably the worst way out of all 6 different ways. Given the fact that they're outdoor warning sirens for a reason, you're not supposed to hear them indoors. And again, 21st century. Have your phones, word of mouth, and of course here at Michigan Storm Chasers, we're live for every severe warning and sometimes not. Yeah, there's no warnings currently in effect. Just out here chasing. I'm getting more alerts on my phone here, or on my desktop. Northern Indiana. That's what it's coming from. So not even in Michigan. Right now, it's just a really heavy downpour with a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. Again, this action should be out of West Michigan here by 11 to noon. It's slowly dwindling down here. Again, no severe warnings currently in effect. So that's how you know it's on its way out. But again, we have a lot more coming later tonight into tomorrow. We're going to be going live for a briefing here, probably around 11 o'clock, as Ryan said, this morning. So make sure to tune in for that. Unless we go warned again here for whatever reason. We are not under any watches either.
I am back.
Sweet. For those who are interested in flowers here, there's some really nice blue flowers off the right side of my screen. Kind of hard to see them, but just growing along the side of the road here. Pretty neat. Any florists in the chat? Maybe tell me what it is. We're flower chasing out here as well as storm chasing. Yes. And again, the good point there is sirens do go off for a lot of different reasons. Some counties do it for just tornado warnings. Some counties do it for the slightest of wind. So. Perfect. Well, we got an answer, it looks like. Appreciate that. Oh, please don't chip my window. Please don't chip my window. Please don't chip my window. Please don't chip my window.
Oh, he's flying.
Yeah, he is. Woo! On a gravel road. I was getting nervous there.
I just had my window chipped about a week ago.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No, not at all.
Apparently, this is chicory, according to chat here. I think the white is, I thought it was invasive, but maybe I'm not sure about that. I think maybe a different flower. Ooh, here comes the rain core. You can see it on the left side of your screen there, where it's a little bit more whiter. Pretty much the entirety of Berrien County is underneath this right now. It's a pretty big size shower. Well, I could say thunderstorm. It's producing some lightning still. Do we have? Yeah, we do have your radar in there. We'll
not my face.
We'll do that. Chicory is edible. I'm not going to get out and start eating flowers, unfortunately. That's not my cup of tea. I didn't say hickory. I did say chicory. My sound might just be bad quality.
We'll say, Joel, I think some winds are perhaps picking up closer to you now. Nothing insane, but looks better than what it has been.
Yeah, there's some sort of actual structure now here on my right. You can see that on the right side of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
A little horizontal cloud action going on here. Not really attached to anything, but cool nevertheless. And now it's starting to rain. Did you get the new member, Claudia? All right. Well, Claudia, welcome to the channel here, Michigan Storm Chasers YouTube. Appreciate your support. We also have J-Man's Gaming Channel. Hey, all, will Oakland County experience severe? Thank you for your 2 months here at Michigan Storm Chasers YouTube as well.
Oakland County has potential later on today. I don't think it's an overly high threat, but it's a threat you should pay attention to between, we're going to say, 4 and 10 p.m. tonight. And again, perhaps overnight into early Tuesday morning, close to sunrise.
I have legit structure in here now. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right straight ahead of me, Ryan.
Mm-hmm. I see it. Feel free to drop a like on the video. Appreciate that. Helps us out a lot.
Absolutely.
It's the best way to support us for free.
Wouldn't be out here without you guys.
Nope.
Actually, I have my alternate cam in here now too as well.
Those cloud heights are so low.
Yeah.
I am now deaf. That was loud.
What?
Your ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some lightning. And there goes a semi.
This is Ionia, Eaton, Berry County line near Lake Odessa.
Someone needs to give me some WD-40 for my windshield wipers because they're just skirting right across it. They're going. Oh my goodness. Hurts my ears. I'm glad you guys can't hear it.
Well, I'll go ahead and add some windshield wipers to the Amazon wish list.
Well, they're brand new. My dad just put them on. I don't understand. They might. I think it's the first time they're being used in rain, so I think they need to be broken in a little bit.
Probably. Yep, nothing severe out there. We're just kind of live here. We'll be off here pretty soon. As soon as this gust front goes over you, Joel. Honestly, if I hop out of here.
It's gotten to a point where I no longer can hear you in here, and I have you all the way up. It's so loud.
I can hear you okay, if you can hear me. Yes, moving east at about 40 miles per hour into Eaton County. And again, it's not severe. Nothing in the state currently is severe. A lot of lightning, heavy rain possible. Round 2 comes later this afternoon, evening, potentially. And then round 3, perhaps overnight into Tuesday morning. Probably an outflow boundary, Hadley, if I had to guess. Well, I guess you're in some rain there. If I had to guess, probably outflow winds. So Joel on this map is up here. Right there. That little green dot that you can see. Right there.
I will say there hasn't been any wind gusts with this at all, so validating not needing a special weather statement. It's a lot of rain. Those clouds are moving fast, though. You can see my camera right over my head. So it's gusty a little bit further up. It's not down here. I mean, it's blowing about 20 right now. But nothing too crazy. Woo! Lightning. Oh, that was close.
See a lot of you guys commenting about the winds in Battle Creek. So right now I don't really see too much anything besides a gust front there. We don't have the luxury of having the Indiana radar today because it is down. So if you guys happen to have damage reports or anything from Battle Creek, please let us know. It's between both Grand Rapids and Indiana radars, so it's kind of hard to see sometimes. So we're working with only one radar today.
Uh-oh. It's starting to pond out here.
Yeah, it's just getting started for you too, Joel. Yes, you have some storms heading up into Lansing in the next hour or two. I'd actually say you have some pop-ups in Lansing, South Lansing now, but the main storm that Joel's on here is moving toward Lansing and should reach you within an hour or so.
So on radar, it looks like we might be gusting to 30, and I can probably validate that now. It's gusting a little bit quicker now here at the surface. Still mid at best. Yes, I just used the word mid. Yeah, 30-mile-per-hour winds. They'll knock over your trash cans for sure if they're empty. So be advised if you're in the path of the storm as it heads down 96 and M43 into Lansing towards Mulligan, Grand Ledge, Eaton County, Chester, Charlotte, Potterville as well. As the wind continues to come down, make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube if you haven't yet already. And we're here live for every severe weather event, or non-severe weather event in this case, like we're doing right now. I might have to move here. Out here in the fields, it doesn't really drain as well, especially when there's no ditches nearby. So it's kind of just ponding on the road. You can see that in the bottom left corner of your screen there. The whole left side of the road is pretty much underwater now.
This particular storm will continue to move eastward. I do think the severe threat is tied to the afternoon. What happens behind this line is very important, but this line should be on the way out in terms of strength. What do you think, Joel? Do you want to end it here pretty soon?
What's up?
Do you want to end it here pretty soon?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I'm just sitting in rain right now anyway, so.
All right, so go ahead and wrap it up here. We'll be back on here around 11 o'clock for a briefing regarding today's severe threat. So we have a few more rounds to go through potentially. A lot of uncertainty with the forecast. So give us some time to dive into models, get an opinion, and come back on. Joel, do you want to try to make a home for it, or you just want to be? What's your plan as far as the briefing goes? You probably can't hear me. But we'll go ahead and plan for right around 11 o'clock for another briefing, and we'll go from there. But this is round one of potentially many. So we'll have you guys covered, and be sure to tune back in here on Facebook and YouTube for a briefing later. All right, we'll see you guys in a few. Thanks for watching. And as always, thank you to all of you who have gifted memberships and become members. And one final shout out to our sponsor, Cats Roofing, based out of Lansing and Battle Creek areas. They do roofing, siding, as well as windows and gutters. Feel free to give them a shout if you need some work done on your house. 517-485-9886. With that being said, we're going to pop out of here. Look at that road flooding before we hop out. That is some
Yeah, it's half the road.
Yep. Pretty intense rainfall there. That's, again, the flooding risk is there today across much of the Lower Peninsula. A lot of heavy rain likely between now and tomorrow afternoon. So, but with that being said, we're going to pop out of here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to smash the like button on your way out. We'll see you guys soon.